up, everyone? Steve and Chris here. Thanks for watching another episode of the Diehard Boston Sportscast. Topics we're going to go over tonight. We got the Bruins taking on the Senators tonight. Talk about the Celtics' brutal loss against Phoenix last night. They also have a game against the Clippers in about an hour and a half. Some Patriots, potential free agents, and whatever else you guys want to talk about tonight. Let's go ahead and start off talking about the Bruins tonight. They're in Ottawa, second period. Obviously a rough start for the Bees. They gave up 2 goals early. I don't know about you, but Tuukka, at least on the first one, if not both of them, you didn't look sharp, I guess, to say the least. What did you think about the early start?
Yeah, a couple of soft goals for sure. They badly need this win, badly. I mean, Ottawa's got a 3-game stretch coming up that's pretty weak, and then things get interesting for them.
Yep. Yeah, they certainly do. I believe Ottawa still has a game in hand on them, too. So.
Right. They got, I believe, Dallas, Phoenix, and Colorado, so not exactly teams that scare you.
Right.
And something about this team, I mean, they won 3 in a row against the Bruins. As is now, they win this one that's 4 rows.
Yeah, dating back, I believe, till beginning of 2016. Like you were saying, Ottawa definitely has their number. You got to turn it around now. Just no time.
Oh yeah, I mean
sucking.
they have to win this game. It's very, very critical.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, they've been sharp ever since those first 2 early goals. They just Bergeron's goal, the end of the first period, a little over a minute left. That was a huge goal for him. Pretty sweet shot by him. Not really surprised, but it's good to get that one, and getting pretty even ever since then, I guess. But need another goal. There's about 2 minutes left in the second. If they can tie this up before the end of the second, that would be huge for them. Then come out and outplay them in the third.
Got to get that forecheck rolling for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so move on to the Celtics last night. I know they were down 2 guys, but I don't know. Man, that was an absolute brutal loss for them. I know they can't win every night, but it's the Phoenix Suns, for crying out loud. I think that was the 21st win of the year, and seasons looked off all night. You
can't let opportunities like that slip by.
Yeah.
When you got to beat the teams. The Celtics go, to be honest, I'm really done with the regular season. I want to see what this team's about in the postseason.
Oh, yeah. After the last couple of years, can they get past the first round this year? It's going to be huge for them.
God forbid if they lose in the first round.
Oh, Jesus. People would be calling about for Brad's head. Derek wants to know, what are your thoughts, or our thoughts, on Chris Sale's debut today? Gave up a couple runs.
I don't, put much into it during preseason.
Yeah, I guess.
Spring training. The whole thing is just to stay healthy. I'm not too concerned about it.
Yeah, it was. He hit 97 on the gun today. That was pretty surprising and impressive that early on in spring training to throw 97 is like, geez. Gave up a couple runs, I believe, but like you were saying, it's early. Just don't get injured. Got to have him ready to go. My guess is he'll probably be the second starter when the season starts. Porcello should get opening day. Have you decided on who you think?
Who do I think should be the ace?
Yeah, well, I think
Sale is the ace of your staff, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Would you?
I mean, Porcello had a crappy first year. Obviously, lights out next year. Let's see what happens. This year coming up.
Oh yeah, definitely. One good, one bad. See how he does his third year. Hopefully he keeps it going.
Right.
He was pretty good last year, except for his last start in the postseason. Kind of let the
They
bad
need him
taste in my
because
mouth.
you just don't know what you're going to get out of Price.
Right. Oh,
And
not
they
really Celtics.
dodged a bullet with the elbow.
Hmm. Yeah, it is good that Price doesn't need surgery this week, but I'm still a little nervous, Derek, about his injury. It's, I don't know. They say he's going to start throwing maybe in 7 to 10 days, but I'm still a little nervous until he actually gets back on the mound and we see him throwing again.
Yeah, I see no reason to rush him.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, do you see, too, Bo gets out indefinitely with a broken tibia in his left leg?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. He debuted 58 seconds into his debut. That's what happened.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Incredible, huh? What do you
yeah.
make of that?
I don't wish injury on anybody, but that's kind of crazy.
It sure is.
Yeah, I mean, he went,
Oh,
he like lifted his arm up, kind of jumped a little to block the shot and landed funny. He didn't land on a guy's foot or anything, but he just landed funny and he went down like he got shot.
wow. No kidding.
Yeah, they had to help him off the floor. Yeah, so,
That's not good. Like you said, you hate seeing injuries to people.
oh yeah, definitely. You know, definitely don't like seeing that. Yeah, Benintendi's been awesome ever since he's really been called up late last year, Derek. I love how that guy plays. He balls out, so to speak. No fear in that kid. He can hit. Looks like he's bulked up a little in the off season. Like you were saying, he definitely looks like he's ready to go. I can't wait to see what he does in his first full year up here. You're going to need him. Somehow they're all going to have to make up for Poppy not being around anymore.
Yeah, good luck with that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like we've said, it's going to be a collective team effort. There's no way in hell anyone on that team's going to be able to do it by himself. Hanley's going to have a big year, too. Now, Don's looking for
Right.
your hoodie.
Oh, the hoodie?
Yeah, where's the hoodie?
Right. There we go. Now we're going to talk football. Yeah, so I think Hightower's going to come back. I don't know.
So.
From all the reports I've heard, they're talking, and something to be optimistic about that they're still at least talking.
Yeah, did you see who's recruiting him?
I can only imagine. No.
Well, Bruce Irvin from the Raiders has been talking to him.
Oh.
You imagine him?
Worst nightmare.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little there, Chris, but yeah, Don, we were just gonna talk about that Adrian Peterson.
That's scary. You can do it right there.
Yeah. Now, Adrian Peterson too. He said he'd take a team-friendly deal to join the Pats. A lot of people, like beat writers and stuff of the Patriots, are saying looks like Blount is going to get a big deal in free agency. The Patriots, obviously aren't going to pay him big money. Going to be 30 years old coming up as a running back.
Right.
Somebody's going to pay him big money, but Peterson, man, if he can stay healthy, keep himself out of trouble, if he takes like a incentive-laden deal, I'm kind of warming up to the idea.
What, Peterson to New England?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he stays healthy, I mean, he's a monster. But it's all about health. I mean, Lewis makes you nervous too because he seems to get hurt a lot.
Right. Yeah, but knock on wood, they're still undefeated with him in the lineup.
Oh yeah, but I mean, how comfortable are you with James White, Lewis, and Peterson in your backfield? You know, with Lewis and Peterson's health situations.
Not super comfortable, but I'm sure they'll pick up somebody in the draft.
Right. I'm really glad they got Devlin. I mean, that's actually a pretty big signing.
Oh, yeah.
Oddly enough, I mean, a lot of people don't think about him, but he's very critical to that running game.
Yeah, pretty short money, too. 2 years, $2.8 million, I believe it was. So it's, that's short money for what that guy does.
Very Sam Gashy.
Yeah. Wow. Way back.
Oh, he was a machine back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Don's saying that he's hearing as well, like us, that Blount isn't worth the money that he wants. He's probably going to get $4 or $5 million a year. I don't think he's worth it. He made about $1 million last year with the Pats.
Well, it's interesting, I mean, because he goes outside of New England and he doesn't perform like a lot of these players do. Come in New England and have success. I mean, there's a laundry list of people who it's happened in their career, you know, exactly that way.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, he already left once, too, and stunk and came back here, so.
Right, exactly.
You know, you're not going to learn, I guess.
I mean, for an example, I mean, look at Deion Branch. When he was here, lights out. He goes to Seattle, and, you know, not much comes of him.
Right. Yep. Yeah, Derek's saying, too,
that's just one example. I mean,
he's saying Gronk needs to change the way he plays.
how? You know, how, you can't. I don't think he's a player is going to.
Right.
Honestly, and that's the way he plays is what makes Gronkowski Gronkowski. I mean, I can't see him any other way but playing the way he does. I don't think he'd be half as effective.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's like Derek saying, maybe not try to run so much through guys all the time. I'm sure there's.
I understand. Yeah. I understand the concept, but I just don't see that happening with him.
Oh, Don's going on all in. He's saying Gronk should be traded.
Wow. Jesus.
Love the reaction. He's tired of his injuries.
Who would you pick? I mean, I understand you know, people are frustrated with his health. You know, rightfully so, but Jesus.
I mean, I wouldn't do it. I see where he's coming from. He's get hurts a lot. I mean, they just won the Super Bowl without him. I wouldn't do it just yet. Yeah.
Jesus.
What could you...
The only way I'd even contemplate it is if you get Bennett signed.
Yeah.
Or someone of that caliber take over. I would not take a chance with someone coming out of college, even though the Alabama tight end looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But, boy,
there's a guy from
that's
Clemson.
A big piece to lose in that offense.
There's a guy, too, I can't remember his name, from Clemson that's really good, too, as a tight end.
Right.
Yeah, there's a few of them. There's probably 6 or 7 in the draft that are very serviceable tight ends. But like you were saying, man, it's tough to just come out and rely on them right out of college. It's a tough system to learn. Not everyone learns it quick or at all. I mean, ask Chad Johnson. Torrey Holt, to name a couple.
Harder veteran who can jump.
Right. Yeah.
That's a big piece of your offense missed.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think.
And the way they play, I mean, they play a lot of tight end. You know, sometimes even split tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big part of their game. I just don't know. I don't see it happening. Nothing would surprise me, but that would surprise me a little.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people get traded from here. I mean, who really
But
thought Jamie Collins was going to get traded? Really?
no, I didn't see that coming
Yeah.
at all. Like you said, who would?
Nah, I mean that came out of left field. Jeez. Yeah. The game before he didn't play that much, but I think we all thought he was nursing an injury or something, and then
Right.
bam, see you later.
That's the one part that worries me about Hightower sometimes is he does seem to get dinged up a few times during the season.
Yep.
So I mean, going forward health wise, it's got to be a concern.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's probably too where the Patriots are kind of hesitant to give him that huge deal that he wants.
Right.
You
But
know.
Belichick's stone cold. I mean,
Oh gee.
some of the stuff that he pulled in the just, I mean, doesn't mess around. It's Bill's way or no way. There's no in between.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love for like Brady to stay on the Patriots till he retires, but Don said even Brady himself has seen himself on another team, so it'd be crazy.
That's
Oh
hopefully it never gets to that point. I mean,
no,
but you just never know. I mean, look what Bill did with Kozar back in the day.
right? Yep.
That was ripple effects for its time.
Oh yeah, I mean, Mike Vrabel too. Obviously, he's not even in the same stratosphere as Brady, but he got traded.
Right.
He was a pretty big part of that team.
Oh, I loved him. I loved Vrabel.
Oh yeah, he was part of
Awesome
that council.
linebacker, just
Yeah.
solid right across the board.
Yep. Yeah, but I mean, he was gone. McGinnis, I can't remember if he was traded or let go.
I mean, the way it is now, it's hard because I'm a defense guy. I like defense more than offense.
Yeah.
But the way NFL is geared now towards offense, I mean, it's almost defeating. I mean, what would you rather do? Have a high scoring offense but a mediocre defense and you get by?
Hmm.
Where back in the day, I mean, ultimately you want a balance, but back in the day, if you had a legit defense, you had a legit defense.
Right. Yeah, if they
Like
even
those,
ever.
the '85 Bears and the old Ravens teams.
The 2000 Ravens, yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that team was loaded. But
And that was the Browns once upon a time. Oddly enough, they leave Cleveland and go to win the title.
that must hurt.
Oh, it must sting like crazy.
Yeah. No, Don, I don't want to type Tom Brady on another team in Google. I'll get upset. I don't even want to think about it. Ugh.
For me, my biggest concern with Brady has always been him, having to get dragged off the field looking like shit. I'd rather just see him walk away.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Derek, what do you want to talk about Big Poppy? He's got a lot going on these days. He's doing a lot of charity T-shirts, which is pretty cool. You buy a certain T-shirt that he makes or designs, and all the money goes to a certain charity. So that's pretty cool. He's supposedly gonna do some Red Sox games this year, as announcing games and stuff. So that should be pretty cool.
Right? Yeah, that is pretty decent.
Oh
Probably the
yeah,
best
too.
clutch hitter I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Oh
The
Jesus.
postseason, especially.
Yep.
I've never seen no one better. Period. Period.
Right.
Nobody.
Oh shit.
When the lights were bright, he shined the brightest.
Yeah, that's insane. Absolutely insane.
if there's I know they don't like doing a DH in the Hall of Fame, but how the hell do you keep him out?
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, there'd be a lot of upset people if you tried that.
It just doesn't make sense. It's mind baffling that when you got stats like that, you got
Right.
to do it. He belongs. What I got to say about Pete Rose?
Whoa.
Hold on.
Yep, Derek, best DH of all time, Big Poppy, absolutely. There's no way anyone on that team alone is going to replace him. It's going to have to be a bunch of guys. Hanley's going to have a huge year. Mookie's going to have a really good year. Xander, go down the line. Benintendi, everyone, they're all going to have to chip in to replace his production, man. It's no way anybody on that team's going to do it alone. Or would you want them to? Thanks, Don. You like the new mic? That's awesome. Yeah, that thing is pretty sweet. Comes with the swing arm and everything, hooks right to the desk. So, pretty sweet little setup. Yeah, one of my goals, I want to meet Big Poppy. Just to chat with him, nothing crazy. Chat with him, have a drink or whatever, take a picture. This thing would be really cool. Yeah, Don, I'm thinking about that, getting Chris a mic and stuff. Or have him get it when he's out and about. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, Derek. It'd be interesting to see if Hanley has 2 good years in a row. I don't know about you, but I had my doubts of him being able to play a decent first base last year, and he certainly proved me wrong. I'm freely happy to admit that. See if he can do it 2 years in a row. He's going to play first and DH, depending on, who's pitching on the other side. He's got to step up. He's going to have a really good year. He's not going to the World Baseball Classic, I believe, because he's battling a shoulder injury. Need him healthy, obviously. Chris had to mute us. His dog's going crazy. He can kind of see him yelling at him in the background, so it's kind of funny. All right. Yeah, you're muted, Chris. Can't hear you.
What about now?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Yeah, dog's a little prick. Freaks out about everything.
It's like a child. He knows when you're busy.
Oh, constantly.
Yeah.
Anyone comes around, it just loses its mind.
Right. Yeah. Sitting there nice and quiet when you're not doing anything, but as soon as you do something.
All the time. All the time. Yeah, but I heard what you're saying about Ortiz. Yeah, that would be pretty decent meeting him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just big fan of his. I love the way he presents himself, when he was on the field and off the field. He did a lot of stuff with kids, a lot of charity
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Right.
Just giving back to, locally here and back from his home. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah, it is pretty decent. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like I said, he's the best clutch hitter I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, he bursted on the scene in 2003.
Yeah, out of nowhere, basically.
Yeah. I remember
It's like, hello.
Remember everyone saying Manny was going to have to carry the team in the playoffs, and totally Big Poppy stole the show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was a deadly duo, the two of them, for sure. I mean, pick your poison.
Don wants to know if we can call you the Hood.
The Hood? Yeah, I guess. the Hood. Interesting. The Stephen the Hood show.
Yeah,
Huh.
could be worse.
Well, Don, I'll tell you what. You'll have to come on one night with us and do this, and we'll talk football.
Yeah, Don, you should come on some night. We'll do like a mostly Patriots episode. Maybe Thursday night when free agency starts.
Yeah, that would work for sure.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll talk offline, Don, but yeah, Thursday night. Yeah, Derek, 2004, 2 walk-offs. Unbelievable.
Oh, I mean, a lot of times, I mean, the older people, obviously, me and you weren't around for, remember, Yaz in 67.
Right.
I think Ortiz rivals that at this point.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I'll go as far as to say that a lot of the older people, probably won't agree with me, but maybe they will. If it's in the ninth inning with 2 out, I'm taking Ortiz at the plate over Yaz any day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
I mean, that's not a knock on Yaz because Yaz is Yaz, obviously, but Ortiz is just, in a whole nother realm.
oh, he's in a whole other zip code. Can't
I
rival that.
mean,
Surprised more people didn't walk him.
no, he can't. I mean, he's just one of those. That's why I was wondering, why didn't they ever knock him on his ass a couple of times? No one ever threw at him.
Right. Yeah, no one really did. Well, a couple, guy on Tampa Bay threw at him a few times. Him and Price didn't really get along when Price was in Tampa because, Price didn't like him showboating or whatever when he hit a home run.
Right. I think she's calmed down again.
Yep, Don. Yeah, we heard he was talking about signing Adrian Peterson, signing with the Patriots at a discount. Jeez.
What's Don think of that? I'm intrigued by it. Especially if they lose Blunt, especially,
Right.
they're going to have to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that a couple hours ago, Don. I think team friendly, like incentive laden contract. Yeah, you remember that too, Derek? Price was kind of a prick when he was with Tampa. How do you guys feel about Peterson coming to the Patriots?
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
How's Don feel about it?
Yeah, Don, how do you feel about Peterson coming to the Patriots or anybody else? Feel free to comment.
What do you think they're going to do in the draft? What do you think they're going to target?
It's tough to say, man. I mean, all the so-called experts are always wrong. We're always wrong.
That's the records board.
Yeah. I mean, it depends, too. If they trade Jimmy, and depends on what pick they get. If they get the 12th pick,
Belichick, he's such a different coach.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, remember when they took on, not the Rams this year? I won't say St. Louis, but he's just raving about the punter. I mean, he's just carrying on about it. What coaches do such things? He was just fanatical about the guy.
Oh, yeah. He went on for like 10 minutes about the dude. I'm like, geez.
Right.
I I mean, he was right. The guy was an all-pro punter, but
He would take him in a heartbeat, I think, no question.
Don says give Peterson a shot if we can get him cheap. He could end up being better than Blount.
Yeah, I mean, if you can stay healthy and just incentive it, a lot of incentives, playing bonuses.
Yep. Yeah, $1 million up
Make
front or something, and then more based on how many yards and carries and stuff he gets.
I mean, if you can get half of what he was
Oh,
in his prime, oh my good God.
yeah, yeah. That, and there's been a
That's
lot of talk too about them trying to get other receivers. That Cooks guy from New Orleans, that they're still talking about
yeah.
him.
But I had heard a lot that there was a lot of talk with Marshall and the Patriots over the weekend.
Yep.
A lot of speculation going on that that's almost a done deal.
That'd be crazy.
I got mixed feelings about it. I mean, he's a talent, but he doesn't feel like a Patriot player to me.
Yeah, I guess if he would, he'd have to give up his show.
Oh yeah, no question. Oh,
Yeah.
no question.
Yeah. Would he?
There's
Yeah.
no way hell Belichick would ever allow that. Ever. No way.
No. Oh Jesus, no.
I think he's going to be one of the type where you're going to see a lot of the new, hot shots coming in, and they got all this new technology. That he's still going to be a film guy.
Hmm.
The Lombardi Trophy, Belichick Trophy. When he retires, you have to at least have it, the Coach's Award of the Year be the Bill Belichick Award. How the hell can you not?
Oh yeah. They'll probably rename
They've got to
the.
do something.
I don't know if they'll rename the Lombardi just out of spite.
Yeah, I don't think they would, and I don't think I don't think Belichick would actually want that.
Right. Yeah, dude, you
I
seen
mean,
him.
he's a hit, so he's old school principles when it comes to football. I just don't see it.
Yeah, he had a pretty funny interaction too with McGinnis over the weekend at the combine.
Oh, about all the rules changing.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
There's one thing every friggin' year with the Colts, they whine about shit every year. Oh, the Patriots are doing this. The Patriots are doing that. But they didn't bitch when they were pumping in artificial noise in their stadium during that, football game against the Patriots.
oh,
That,
I remember that.
that
Yep.
was perfectly okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. During the
Hypocrisy 101.
yeah. Yeah, like you said, they're just a
I mean,
bunch
if
of
you lose,
whiny babies.
hell. I mean, don't come out with these excuses all the time. Oh, they beat us because they were clutching and holding. No, the Patriots beat you all those times because they were a better team overall.
Right.
They had more hustle. Look at Brewski. Brewski rips the ball right out of the receiver's hands. I mean, it just sets a tone right there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the whininess goes away since Grigson's gone. Their GM.
They get away with so much shit, that organization. It's pitiful.
Oh yeah.
On so many levels. They just hammer the Patriots for little infractions. And it all has to do because they win. That's why. If they were the Jaguars, these people wouldn't give a shit what the Patriots did.
Oh yeah. Yep. We win.
I mean, let's call it like it is. There's a bias in the NFL, and it's directly against New England.
Oh yeah.
No matter what anyone say, it's the proof's is in the pudding.
Yeah, it goes along with what Don's saying. Every year a rule changes because of us.
It's sickening, isn't it? I mean, it's tiring.
Yeah. Now they're talking about changing the rules so you can't try to block a field goal by jumping over the line. That's the latest that they're talking about.
And the thing is, the Patriots were the first team to do that. In
No,
the day, but I mean, athletically, it's different.
no, I think
I don't see
Seattle.
any harm in it. I don't get it.
No, I think it was Seattle, right? That was the first to do it.
I don't know the first, of all time, but I mean, Denver's tried it, Seattle's tried it, Patriots have tried it.
You're right.
They're always for the new type of game changers in football. The hot new thing, like the Wildcat. They try to make it work. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Look at Tebow. Tebow college, compared to Tebow NFL.
Oh yeah.
That always works.
Yeah, Tebow's in baseball now. It's makes his first he gets his debut tomorrow, I think.
Do you ever think he would have been something if he actually would have changed positions in football? Because a lot of people wanted to be a tight end. You think he ever would have amounted to anything?
Possibly. I mean, probably nothing like huge, but he probably could have been okay at it.
Like a scat back or something?
Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty big kid.
Right.
Pretty athletic, but hey, he didn't want to do it, so.
Well, I guess, I suppose you gotta give him credit for sticking to his principles. He knew what he wanted to do. He believed he was one. He obviously wasn't, but, who the hell are we to say otherwise?
Right. Oh, absolutely. It's his career, his body, his decision, obviously. But
Right.
yeah, he was really good at running, but he never really had a lot of touch throwing the ball.
Right. Just strange. I hate to dabble in the whole Hernandez thing, but I wonder what the hell he thought about everything. I just want to touch on it very briefly with Hernandez.
No, that's all
because
right.
I don't feel he deserves the time to be talked about. But what a shock to the organization. I can't imagine what they all thought when that first went down.
Oh, it totally changed everything. That killed him for a few years. No doubt about it. They had everything lined up. They had most of the pieces in place for the offense.
Well, I'm not talking, X's and O's on this. I'm just talking, like a human. Take football aside from it. Because I just can't imagine what they thought when that happened.
Oh, they probably thought they were in a nightmare, right?
Right, almost like, what the hell?
Right.
But I don't want to talk about what could have been with him because he chose his thing, and let's leave it alone.
Yep. Yeah, and Tebow's starting against the Red Sox on Wednesday. Porcello's pitching.
Watch him in a home run. just to be a little bit of panic in Red Sox Nation. Did you see Porcello gave up a dinger to Tebow?
Oh.
The sky would be falling. People would be lined up on the Tobin.
Yeah, too. It was good to see, too. ESPN in the next few months is going to be laying off a ton of people.
Well.
Yeah. Karma is still striking.
Yeah, right. I'd hate to say I'm sorry, but I'm not.
No. Yep. No.
Is there any way they could ever make up for the bullshit? I don't think there is at this point. It's too personal.
Yeah, it is personal.
Because there's always a time when it comes to the Patriots. Always.
Actions have consequences, and they chose to shit all over the Patriots at every chance they got, and now they're paying for it.
Right.
You know, nobody forced them to do what they did.
In this day and age, what the Patriots have accomplished in the years that Belichick has been there is just staggering.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's almost you can't even fathom it, to be really honest with you. I mean, no wonder why people get pissed off at the Patriots.
Ah.
If I wasn't a fan, I would hate the Patriots for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
I
remember.
mean, I would respect them, but I would hate them.
You know, when the Bulls were good, I couldn't stand them with Jordan.
Well, there was no way in hell I was going for the Lakers over the Bulls that year. It was not going to happen.
Oh yeah, no,
Period.
yeah, not that one, no. But like most of the time, I did not root for them to win.
I was always surprised the Jazz never got one past them. I
Right,
really was.
Karl Malone.
Him and Stockton.
Yeah, Senators just scored. They're up 3-1 with 12 minutes left.
It's not good.
No, nope. Oh, yeah, they still got 12 minutes, but they gotta wake up quick.
I mean, is there an off chance that the team has kind of plateaued a little bit, so to speak, on this winning streak? I mean, not all the way, obviously, but
Yeah,
I
the
mean, they had to
honeymoon
come back
over.
down crushing earth at some point.
Yeah, I mean like the honeymoon over type.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I'm not saying that the sky's falling, but it's pretty damn getting near that point.
Yeah, you remember like tonight's game. You remember a lot of the games with Claude, how there wasn't really a sense of urgency most of the game.
Right.
Kind of looks like that way tonight. Kind of like going through the motions, especially most of the first period.
Right.
They just, yeah, hey, it's
You
Monday night.
can't do that, in hockey, especially in hockey. You got to move your legs. I mean, look at Lucic. He was such a different player when he moved his legs.
Right. Yep.
When he started moving his leg, he was a statue. But when he moved his legs, a total different player.
Yep.
And the team's going to learn to do that every single night. You can't afford to get tired. Not in that league.
No, I mean this is a huge game for them.
It's huge, massive,
Huge.
especially what Ottawa's coming up with a 3-game trip: Dallas, um, Phoenix, and Colorado. If they win all three, with them especially being ahead of the Bruins in the points,
Wow.
you're in trouble.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I mean, we got Detroit and we got Philly coming up.
No layups
So
for sure.
critical. And then things get interesting with Ottawa because they play Montreal 3 times in 8 days rather.
Ah, the Bruins just
And
scored.
not the Bruins, the Senators.
Nah, the Bruins just scored 3-2.
They did. Well, maybe they're waking up on me complaining about them.
Marchand scored. Yeah. Chris and Steve are bitching. Time to wake up.
Right. But it's critical. I mean, that 3-game trip's going to be interesting as
Oh yeah.
far as how things go with the Bruins. They got to get back here and at least try to salvage a point.
Right.
They
Yep.
they cannot not get a point here
No. No, they need them. They got to
because
keep putting pressure on them.
the avenues are going to get shorter.
Mm. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, I still think they'll get in the playoffs somehow. Got
If
faith.
you'd asked me a week ago, I'd have said no question. If you're asking me now, I'm a little worried about it.
Right.
Especially barring what happens tonight. If they don't win, I'm really concerned about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, rightfully so after the last couple years.
Because especially if, yeah, exactly. they go into this 3 games, Ottawa against Montreal. With Ottawa being ahead of the Bruins and the Canadiens, you're not gaining at all there.
Right.
So it gets even more dire. I mean, that's why this game is very critical.
Hmm. Don said he loves the mug. Thanks, Don.
The what?
The mug. You didn't see the mug in the picture?
No, I haven't seen that. I will see it after.
It's water.
Oh.
Mm.
What about McQuaid, though, getting hit with in the neck with the skate?
25 stitches. My God.
Wow. What a tough customer, huh? Jesus.
That's dangerous.
People bitch about him, but I think he's had a good season.
Yeah, I mean, people bitch because, every other week there for a while, it seems like he had a groin injury.
Well, I mean, yeah, he gets dinged up, but I mean, I think he does his job.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
I like what he's done this year. I think he's done pretty well. But last couple of years before that, he was hurt a lot. And then they gave
Oh
him
yeah,
that
no,
seat.
there's no doubt he has an injury history for sure. I mean, I think that's got to do with a lot of bad luck in the way he plays.
Right. Yeah, and then, he was hurt, and then let's give him a nice contract. I think a lot of people got pissed off at that. I think it was like $3 million a year or something like that. And
I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Some reason 5's sticking out to me, but I could be wrong.
5 a year? Wow, I'll have to double check. I don't think it's that high, but
Not sure.
yeah,
5 maybe. I don't know 100% though.
right. Mm.
But they gotta shore stuff up like that. I mean, I don't like the contract. I mean, I don't mind the player when
Right.
he's on the ice. I mean, I don't think you need him or Miller. I mean, I think McQuaid is the sheriff of the team.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and
it's a
you got
tough
some
dude.
Celtics tonight, 10:30 against the Clippers. Got a rebound after that
Paul,
brutal loss last night. That one's gonna be tough tonight.
that's Paul Pierce's last game against the Celtics.
Yep. Yeah, sure that's gonna be a little emotional for him.
I'm sure his number's going to go up in the rafter for sure. I mean, how could it not at this point?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It's
probably
got to.
soon.
It's got to. I mean, he was a monster
Mm.
when for the Celtics for years.
Yep.
Even on all those bad teams, Pierce was still lights out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he wanted to keep
And
the
he
ball
stuck
out of
with
his
them.
hands.
He stuck with the Celtics through the thick and thin. I
Yep.
mean, he's definitely a Celtic, no question about it.
Yep. Big time. It was
A,
rumors for a
he's a
while.
strong man to play one-on-one against. I mean, look at him and LeBron. I mean, they went off almost like Dominique and Bird back in the day, just going at it with each other, just balling.
Yep. Yeah, it's Hey Adam, thanks for jumping on. Who would you rather have, Adrian Peterson or Brandon Marshall to the Pats? Definitely Peterson. Like we were saying earlier, we just don't think that Marshall really fits the Patriots' MO, so to speak. I don't think he'll give up his
Yeah,
shield.
I think Peterson too, but if you could get Marshall to, buy into it, stop the bullshit, because he ultimately, I think he wants to win. He's just, I don't know. He's kind of like a TO in the locker rooms, I think. I could be reading into it. That's my gut feeling.
Or both.
I would take Peterson. Yeah, both
Yeah.
would be nice too. But
Imagine both. Jeez. That'd be crazy. Rebound, come
I mean,
back off a
hypothetically
Super Bowl by
speaking,
getting them
I
two.
mean, you got Marshall, right?
Yeah, it's like you said, you'd have to get Marshall to quit his
Marshall,
show and
Hogan,
oh,
uh, even Brian Cox was the head case when he came here.
right,
So
yeah,
I think if anyone can make it work, it'd be Belichick. And if he didn't, see ya.
right,
He get sent down the street. I mean, Belichick don't mess around. Like I said all the time, it's his way or no way.
yep,
There's
oh
no
yeah, his
between.
way or you're out the door.
And I think a lot of thing that gets overlooked with the Patriots, why they're so competitive over the years, is they manage their cap.
Hmm,
You know, they're good at like the bottom, the middle to your bottom of the roster. You know, all teams have their stars, but they always seem to have a complete team most of the time. I mean, they had some years like that second round with the Giants where the defense was shitty.
right.
So
Yeah, I don't think Welker's coming back. He's a coach, right, with Houston now.
yeah, I mean, why the hell would he want to risk his health as messed up as he is?
Oh yeah, yeah, he's pretty
One
dinged
could,
up.
rip to the head, and he's going to be a vegetable.
Yeah, and Moss, I don't think he's leaving ESPN unless he'll be one of the cuts coming up. A lot of Patriot stuff tonight. Ooh, come on, Bruins.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the stuff to talk about because free agency's around the corner. I mean, you got the high talent situation. You got Butler. What are you going to do with Amendola, Garoppolo? There's a ton of questions out of Foxborough right now. What's going to happen?
Yeah, chill. Like, what happens
I
with
mean, they just did
Amendola?
the Columbine.
Yeah,
Amendola?
yeah. What happens with him if they sign some people?
I don't know if he's going to come back. I mean, I think he wants to be back, but how many times can you expect the guy to take a pay cut?
Right.
I mean, his health worries me at times too. But I mean, both Super Bowls that he's played and he's come up huge both games.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, and then hey, take a pay cut.
Exactly. I mean, at some point he's going to want to get paid. I mean, it sounds crazy from what they get, but I don't know. You know, it's a whole different world that they live in.
Right. Yeah, and everything I've been hearing too the last couple of days, Logan Ryan looks like he's getting huge money from somebody. So.
Not really surprising. You
Oh
know,
no.
I think that makes Cyrus Jones training camp very interesting.
Oh. Yeah, and whoever else they draft.
I like Coleman. Coleman's pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah, Deron Harmon, he's a free agent too. He's had some pretty big plays in the playoffs.
You like him, Coleman?
Coleman, he's
Yeah, he
alright. He
comes up
seems
in the
to get hurt
playoffs
a
too.
little much, but Bill seems to like him. He's kept him around.
Right. They adapt, though. That's what the Patriots do.
Do you think Malcolm Mitchell has a long career ahead of him with the Pats, or or like a one-hit wonder.
I actually think they got something in him. Now, whether he's there long term, I don't know, but I think they found something in him. I mean, he came up huge in that fourth quarter in that Super Bowl, especially. So for his rookie year, I was pleased with what I saw.
Yeah, me too. Like even like all the other playoff games too, when Brady needed it, he seemed to look his direction. So
Exactly. I
it's
mean, if
like,
Brady's got confidence in you, um, I guess we all should have confidence in him if he does it because, again, if he didn't, he wouldn't even look his direction.
yeah. I mean, he probably wouldn't have been on the field, really.
The only thing that kind of frustrates me sometimes with Brady is I think he tries to rely a little too much on Gronkowski
Yep.
in certain situations. You know, it kind of reminds me of how Bledsoe was with Coates back in the day.
Nah.
You know, double, triple coverage. I mean, Bledsoe would just zing it in there. Brady tends to do that sometimes too.
Yeah, he does certainly.
I mean, you're not always going to get the open guy, but I think that's the two things about Brady that's always impressed me is his release and how he just finds the open guy.
Fast too.
I know it's kind of somewhat contradicting to what I just said with Gronkowski, but that's something that he doesn't care about, the name on the back of the jersey. He cares about the symbol.
Yeah, I mean, like you said though, he does seem to try to force it to Gronk
I mean,
some.
he's the ultimate player, no question about it. Brady has sat back and been a team player all the way through his career. He could have made so much more money
Oh,
than what he did. He took pay cut after pay cut just to make the team better, and that is a lot what separates him from someone like a Manning.
oh yeah, no doubt about it. Hey
Not
Don,
just alone,
Don, you
just
don't,
that.
huh? Don, how come you don't like the Devlin signing?
Yeah, it's a little puzzling.
Yeah, short money.
I like Devlin. I think he does his role well.
Yeah, he definitely helps the running game. He catches a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean that's his thing. He's just a blocker.
Right,
He does. He's a Sam Gash type. That's how I think of him as just a smash mouth player.
right. Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, the nastiest fullback I've can recall was Moose back in Dallas back in the day. All the point stuff he used to do. Those Dallas teams are pretty legit too for its time.
Right.
But yeah, I don't mind Devlin. I like him.
Yeah, like you were saying, he does when he does what they need him to do.
Yeah, nothing flashy. He's just gonna block someone and try to open something up for the running back.
Hmm.
I mean, a lot comes down to your line too. If you got a good line, you got something. If your line's crap, you're not doing nothing.
Right. Well, Vollmer too getting released. That's not
Yeah,
surprised.
that's it.
Guy couldn't stay healthy, unfortunately.
They seem to have a pretty decent offensive line. I think.
Oh
And you
yeah.
could always upgrade solid, but I mean, for the most part, they did their job.
Yep.
And what the hell can you say about Scott Nekia over the years? Oh my God, what a difference when he's there.
Oh yeah. Just look at Marcus Cannon. My God.
He he retires for what, a year, maybe 2 years. I think it was a year, and the line is just dreadful. He comes back and whoop, back to normal.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a magician.
He's a great coach.
Yeah. Yeah, Marcus, too, lost a lot of weight. I think he lost about 30 pounds, too.
Right.
So, yeah, they need to
So
bottle.
what do we have left in the Bruins game?
3.5.
Still down 1.
Yep.
Oh my God! Come on, Jesus! We need that point
Big time.
badly.
Yep. Hmm.
I don't get it.
Adam, yeah, Celtics definitely should make the playoffs. They're second in the East right now.
Oh yeah, there's no question about the Celtics making the playoffs. It's just a matter of where they're going to end up being seated. Like I was saying earlier, I'm done with the Celtics in the regular season. I just want to see what they got in the playoffs.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a lead over Washington for, the second seed. They got to finish strong.
What they got to do is get out of the first round.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think they want
as
any
is
part
what's
of
listen,
Toronto or
as
Washington.
is what this team is right now. What's the ceiling for them this year?
If everything broke right, they could probably make it to the conference finals.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. I don't think they want any part of Toronto or Washington. They've given them trouble all year.
Right.
Last 2 years, really. DeRozan's killed them. Yeah.
It's
John Wall's killed them.
Atlanta.
Bill's killed them.
It's frustrating. It's a frustrating team to watch. Like Bradley, I think I'm done with Bradley.
Yeah, I think he's playing tonight.
Stay on the court. What's that?
I think he's playing tonight, but he's so frustrating.
No, I take nothing away from him talent-wise whatsoever. So don't get me wrong there. He's got all the talent in the world. But if you can't stay healthy, at some point you're going to be like Belichick and say you got to go.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do in the offseason.
The Celtics, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that should do it. They just gave up an empty netter.
Sickening.
Oh.
God damn that team. I don't know what it is about them. Ottawa has a number for sure. That's 4 in a row now against the Bruins. Last week I was thinking for sure that I was really excited. I was like, yeah, this is a playoff team. This is a playoff team. I don't know if it's a good thing that I'm panicking right now because, well, you know my track record when it comes to that. I mean, the people in the group don't.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to get worried for sure now that this actually is not going to be a playoff team again.
Yeah, you might be overreacting a little, but who knows? After the last couple years, can't really say you're wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So frustrating.
And I think as much as I think the Bruins have, a future ahead of them, it's not this year. Even if they get in, I see it them not going far.
Yeah, I mean, they might have to, if they got in, they might have to play Ottawa in the first round.
Oh, it's over. Ottawa beat them. Right now, they're playing the playoffs.
Wow, they wouldn't be able
It's
to
just
give up
something
any easy goals.
It's just like the Montreal back in the day.
Yeah.
Some shit never changes.
Yeah.
Frustrated.
Yeah, it went fine.
Very
4-2.
Gonna have urgency in this time of the season, especially what's ahead of them.
Right.
You can't let stuff like this happen. You just can't. I mean, every game from here on out is basically you need them. You need the points, not ties. You need wins.
Hmm.
So I think without the Bruins pulling off another run like they had before, lights out in the garden when it comes to the Bruins this year. It's over.
Adam wants to know your Boston Mount Rushmore.
Oh man,
There's
good
so
question.
many
I've
of
thought
them.
about this for years. Tom Brady for
Yeah.
sure. Larry Bird, Bobby Orr, and Ortiz. That's my Rushmore.
Wow. Hmm.
But just there's a lot of people to pick through. I mean, that's just what I can think of the term because to me, Bird's the man. You know that.
Right.
Ortiz second to go along. Brady and Bobby Orr. I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of them.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with
Well,
you actually.
okay, so you agree with me across the board?
Yeah.
So what would his Mount Rushmore be, or anyone in the group?
Yeah, he says Brewski too.
Brewski's the honorable mention for me for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, how do you pick?
He's
Wow.
he was probably my favorite linebacker on that team. Him and
Yep. Oh, Mr. Reliable.
I mean, you got to go with Brady, I think, just because. Let's face it, he's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. Period. I mean, as much as I've watched football over my years, I've never seen nothing like it with him winning the way he does. I
Yeah, I
mean,
think
I go back way back watching. Well, I say way back, but back to the mid '80s, anyways. So I've seen Joe Cool and all of them play, and up until last year, I still had a question mark over Montana or Brady. This leaves no doubt whatsoever who
right.
the greatest of all time, because it was just the same amount of Super Bowls. I mean, Montana, no interceptions, and you got the many times Brady's been there in a whole different era. Can't go wrong with either one of them. But at the end of the day, I believe Brady for sure. No question is the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I think Felger and them did it a few weeks ago, and he actually had Belichick on there too.
Well, I never even considered like coaches. I
Yeah.
mean, Jesus, that's going to blow my mind. That's a whole nother. I mean, you could do like, a Mount Rushmore of coaches along the way per team.
Right.
I mean, damn, Belichick, obviously Red Auerbach for the Celtics, obviously. Um, Jesus Christ. Who do you have for the Red Sox?
He had Poppy.
No, I'm talking about for coaches for the Red Sox.
Wow.
Jesus, that's a tough one to call
Right.
because I don't have no idea, who the coaches were back when they used to, they were the first dynasty in baseball. Red Sox were, oddly enough. I don't remember the coach's name, but would you contemplate Francona?
He was damn good.
Under the radar for sure. And what about the Bruins? I mean, who the hell's going to be your? I mean, some of the coaches I've seen in my day. Gee, I don't know. There's been some interesting coaches for sure.
Would you put
Remember
Claude
the
up there?
disaster that was Steve Casper?
Would you put Claude up there?
Jesus Christ, Claude and Mount Rushmore, Boston, huh?
No. Yeah, it's just Adam said do 7
I'm
heads.
gonna say no. Actually, what's that?
Adam said do 7 heads for Mount Rushmore.
That's
Might
7
have
heads,
to.
right? Oh, so many people to pick from, but my original, Mount Rushmore remains. I think more thinking about it. It's going to be Brady, Bird, or in Ortiz.
Yeah.
And Ortiz is over Williams now. Ted Williams probably arguably one of the greatest hitters of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only imagine what his, stuff stats really would have been had he not gone off the war. That whole era, I mean,
Ugh.
you got to tip your cap to those guys,
Yeah, no doubt about it. Mm.
For sure, I don't get into, politics, and I'm not going to get into politics on here, but for sure, you got to respect the vets, for sure.
All right, Don wants me to take a picture of the hoodie and put it in the group.
Oh,
He loves it. I don't think he
I
does.
don't, I don't get it, but I guess I appreciate it.
Yep. Hey,
I don't know.
it's your style.
Yeah, exactly.
Works for you.
Let's be talk more. It's like a Belichick connection, I guess.
Yep. You guys got any other
Jeez.
comments or want to talk about anything else tonight before we wrap it up? Oh, no. Don said he put a picture in the group already.
A what?
He put a picture in the group of you in the hoodie.
Uh, he's coming on this week, right?
Yep, Thursday.
Thursday. Nice. You get a little bit of a taste what it's like on this end in front of people. They'll be all right.
Hmm.
So as I did, everybody, we all set?
Yeah, we'll wrap it up for tonight. Same time tomorrow night, 9
Oh,
o'clock. Thanks for
right.
everyone who jumped on, commented. Always enjoy the interactions. Check out the blog, www.diehardbostonsportsfans.com. Got some merchandise and stuff on there as well, so check it out. Let us know what you think. Yeah, Don, Thursday, 9 o'clock. It's good to have you on. We'll talk mostly Pats and stuff, so have a good night,
Right.
guys. Thanks again for jumping on.